Good evening and welcome to the Warwick County School Corporation Board of School Trustees June 26th meeting. Would you please rise and join us in a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight we are honored to recognize our retirees from the Warwick County School Corporation. So we'll begin with that. And Mrs. Redmond, if you will, or Dr. Redmond, if you will hand out the plaques. Tonight we honor and celebrate the careers of teachers and support staff who have been an essential part of our school community. 9 teachers are retiring this year, and they represent 272 years of service to students of the Warwick County School Corporation. 5 support staff employees represent 125 and a half years of service to our school corporation. So the retirees represent a total of almost 400. It's actually 397 and a half years of service to our school corporation. And I'm pleased to help recognize their service this year. Their efforts to advance learning and positively influence the education of WCSC students have been immeasurable. Retirees, your official title may have been teacher, program assistant, cafeteria manager, maintenance, warehouse, etc. But we all know that whatever your title was, that was only one of the hats that you wore or have worn over the years. Your career may have included being a mentor, a guide to students or other colleagues, a friend, a tutor, a taxi, maybe even at times a nurse. Most likely you've shared your expertise, lended a listening ear to others, and provided support to others. And for all of your efforts, we sincerely thank you. Now it is time to enjoy retirement, make memories, and enjoy wherever your paths and dreams may lead. But always remember, you have truly made a difference in the lives of many. Your positive impact on our schools and our students will live on through the lives of the countless staff and students that you have touched. Congratulations on your retirement. And now I would like to call up the retirees, and Dr. Redmond. Dr. Redmond will hand you a clock, and then at the end, if you will just line up here, and at the very end, the rest of the board and all of us would like to shake your hand. First of all, we'd like to recognize Jim Little, who is retiring after 43 years of service. Go see Dr. Redmond.
That's Alzheimer's.
Kathy Cozart taught for us at Castle High School for 24 years, and I don't believe she's with us. John Morrow, 34 and a half years at Castle High School. Lois Ransom, 22 and a half years, and at Chandler Elementary. And I was fortunate enough that my grandson got to have Mrs. Ransom, so thank you very much. Lori Dormeyer, 44 years, Logue Elementary.
Wow.
And I don't believe she's here. Amy Winchester, 15 years, Newburgh Elementary. Tina Schmidt, 36 years, Oakdale Elementary. Sherry Forston, 27 years at Tecumseh Middle School. And Donna Price, teacher/library media specialist, Castle High School, 26 years. Let's give the teachers a round of applause.
Congratulations.
You don't have to wear the tie anymore.
It's just in my blood. I wear it on my
Thank you so
tripod.
much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you for your.
I miss his ransom.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy your retirement, sir.
Good job. Enjoy your time. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, how are you? Congratulations.
Next, we will recognize our support staff. We have Robin McKinney, a program assistant at Newburgh Elementary, 27 years of service. Tamara Redmond, 29 years of service, cafeteria manager, Elberfeld Elementary. Mark Baxter, 21 years, maintenance. Barry Wire, 27 years in the warehouse. And Dave Tooley, 21 and a half years, head custodian, Boonville Middle School.
Like your shirt.
What does it say?
Retired, not my problem anymore.
Love that t-shirt, not my problem.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I like the t-shirt, that's good.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Enjoy your vacation.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wow. That's a lot of years of service that these folks have put into the Warwick County School Corporation, and we just can't thank you enough. It's an honor.
Thank you so much for your service. Yes, thank you.
Next, we'll have the recognition of high school student athletes. Dr. Redmond.
First, we'd like to ask Emily Opel from Castle High School to start out with recognizing state finalists in tennis.
All right, hello. We'd like to start by thanking you all for recognizing the Castle girls tennis team tonight. We are very proud of these girls. They have accomplished something that no Castle girls tennis team has ever accomplished in the history of the school, and that is making it to the state level as a team. Our team this year was only the third in school history to win a regional championship. They are the first to win a semi-state championship and the first to compete at the state level as an entire team. In the past, we've had individuals go on, but we've never had a team go on. Representing our team tonight, we have Coach Allie Johnson. We have our #1 singles player, Sierra Martis, our #2 singles player, Reagan Clay, and our #3 singles player, Jayla Cosby. Both of our doubles teams are out of town, but our #1 doubles this year was Elle Blessinger and Emma Watson. Our #2 doubles team was Claire Rinchler and Nina Madati, and our head coach Kelly Watson and our alternate Piper Martin are also out of town this week as well. We are very thankful for the support from our school and from the community, and we look forward to seeing what comes next for our program. So thank you again.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The other one's a coach too.
Next, I would like to have Coach Jason Mays come to the podium to recognize Boonville High School track and field.
Thank you guys for allowing us to be here tonight. We had 2 qualifiers for our from Boonville High School this year for from our sprints and jumps and throws program. One being attendance tonight, that is soon to be senior Marquise Ballard. He qualified for state in the 200 meter and also in the long jump, and he was also the regional regional champion in the long jump this year. So Marquise has had a great career so far, and we've got another year. Looking forward to him being competitive for us. We also had Reese Wilder qualify for shot put this year as well. So we had 2 representatives go up for the boys team and competed well for us, and look forward to good things next year for Marquise. And thank you guys.
Looks like.
Next, we'd like to have Amanda Taylor, also Eagle High School track and field.
That young man jumped 22 feet 8 inches. Wow. Congratulations.
Oh, he does a good job.
Thank you all so much for the opportunity to come and honor Emma Gresham. Emma was our girls miler. She's a 2-time state finalist for us last year and this year. Emma was unable to be with us tonight because of work obligations, but I did want to honor her. She has graduated and will be attending Indiana State to compete in cross country and track on a scholarship there. So we're so super proud of her. Emma was 13th at the state in the mile this year. She ran a 5:06.64. So that was her second fastest time this year. She did break the record in the mile as well. So running a 5:05.99 for the record to break that. So we're super proud of her accomplishments. Emma has been also state 2-time state representative for cross country as well. So we look forward to seeing what she can do in college, but she's just been a wonderful asset to our track program and cross country program. So I did want to honor her tonight, even though she's not here for us. So thank you so much.
In fact, before I came here and picked up our Subway, Emma waited on us at Subway today. So I tried to really make a big deal about Emma while I was waiting for her food. So. Okay, and next we would like to have Coach Wood, please, for our back-to-back girls softball champions from Tecumseh High School.
The old guy never smiles.
My players think I got 8 pages.
We do know you like to talk.
I've had 8 pages. I got 8 players here out of 21. I'd make the rest of them run, but I don't have any authority over them right now. They had things going on, so Audra Schultz is my first one. That means you have to come up here, Audra. Taylor Ash, Paige Johnson, Jenna Donahue,
She's tough.
Shay Bailey, Natalie Brockett, Alina Holder, Bianca Lockmuller, did I forget anybody? And Coach Caitlin Flowers. Coach there now has 2 blue rings. She won one when she played second base for us in 2017 and did an excellent job with us coaching this year, and she got another one. Well, she'll have another one. Anyway, just a little summary. Thank you, number one, for having us. It's an honor to be here, it really is. Start with, we had amazing support from our athletic director and our principal. Not everything I asked for, but almost everything I asked for I got. We jumped our schedule around. You think, how did we lose? We were 25-9. How can you be a state champion and lose 9 games? Well, I'll tell you real quick, and I promise not to bore them to death. When you play Avon, you play Bedford North Lawrence, you play Ron Colley, who was the #1 team in the nation for 2 years, and has the #1 pitching recruit. When you play Henderson, who finished second in the state in Kentucky. When you play Evansville North, who ended up in the Final Four. North Posey, who went 28-0. Gibson, who was in the Final Four. Castle, who was in the top 15 all year long. And Pike Central was the #4 team in 3A. You get beat once in a while when you're a 1A. I'll take credit for this. We played 11 4As, 10 3As, 6 2As, and 1 1A. And the 1 1A, I'll not mention any schools, we beat 23-2 the last game of the season. And Jenna Donahue's comment in the left field was, we wasted our gas coming up here. And I agreed. I asked her if she filled the tank up, but she didn't comment. When we dropped back in the postseason, we went 6-0. We outscored our opponents 62-4 and our pitching gave up 2 earned runs. It makes a big difference, even though it's a battle. It's a battle having to play Avon with 3,500 kids and Bedford North Lawrence, who's got a freshman catcher that hit 21 out last year and 22 this year. It's a battle. And I looked, our record was 8-8 on April 24th. From that time on, we went 17 out of 18 games. One game we lost, I still hate it. Castle beat us in 8 innings. We had a chance to beat them in the bottom of the 7th and didn't get it done. Their second baseman made a great dive and play. It's a fact. Our schedule prepared us for postseason. You get in postseason, there's nothing you haven't seen. I mean, the hang girl from North Posey is going to Michigan. I mean, what does that say? And we had to deal with her for 3 years. Winning state championship back-to-back, I'm telling you, is tough. It's hard the first time, and you can ask the girls, it's way harder the second time. You get that target on your back, everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody's throwing their best pitcher against you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're playing. We got to see the #1 pitching recruit in the nation for Ron Colley. She verbal to go to Florida when she was a 7th grader. Who does that? Anyway, to get there, you have to have hard-working, outstanding ball players. If you don't have the horses, you don't win the race. That's all there is to it. I have very talented ball players who work hard, and this is 8 out of the 21 of them. Plus, amazing assistant coaches, and these girls will tell you who does the work. I sit around and say, do this, do that, and do that. They do the work. They make me look good. Between these players and these assistant coaches, they make the old guy look good. And every year, I do a little less and a little less and a little less. I'm going to have to start giving my pay up, so I'm going to have to do. Anyway, we lose 4 seniors out of this group. 3 are starters, third baseman, a good pitcher and hitter, and a first baseman. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not making any predictions for next year. We're 1A again. We're going to play the same schedule, but we may get rid of that 1A school and play another 3A I'd like to play. It's going to take a very good team to beat us. We got a nice freshman class coming in, another pitcher, so we'll have 3 good pitchers and really the nucleus of what's won 2 state championships in a row. We expect very big things next year, and they know me very well. I was making a lineup out on the way home from Purdue that night, I'll guarantee it. Anyway, thank you for having us. I'm very humbled. I think they all.
Congratulations. Great job. Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Bad work. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you're hard.
Yeah.
You're making a habit of this, you know?
I tell you, we might have outscored them whatever before, but we had an extra game in the game against Bar
Really?
Yeah. I told that coach in the 6th inning, it was 0-0. I said, I'm telling you right now, this is the state championship.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna play anybody better
Right.
than you.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
I sure.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we took it to her.
Really?
She didn't recognize it.
I mentioned, did I mention something? Yes, yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. The gym she remembered was all offices now. They just keep,
Now,
it's
ladies.
amazing.
and-
The whole town, like,
Okay, oh, that's
Okay, perfect.
fabulous. I just
Never
wondered.
been before, so it's first time experience.
oh, let them go. We're not quite at your level, but we'll try.
Okay, well, we're glad to have you. Next, we'll move on to agenda item 4, patron concerns, and we have Jim Post addressing us. Jim Post.
Hi. Been a while since I talked to y'all. Yeah, been doing a pretty good job. I did get a chance, Dr. Redmond let the parents come and look at the social studies books. Fortunately, I had an engagement that day. I couldn't stay very long, and I only had a couple hours. I think I ended up staying 3 anyway. But really only got a chance to look at 4 of the books really well. 2 of the books I was very disappointed in, and 2 of the books I thought were pretty good. But again, those are big books, man. They take a whole year to go through to teach, and just to have 15 or 20 minutes to look at them wasn't a lot. I would hope in the future, maybe when they're doing some textbook adoptions, textbooks go like for 5, 6, 7 years or something now, right? And so we're getting stuck with those books, and you know, the one that's made from NBC, it's NBC, and they mentioned democracy, I think, about 24 times before they said anything about a representative republic. It's just, it was weak. Yeah, I think you could have found a better book. But anyway, that's all been done, so nothing to do about it. So they're adopted next time. It's all up to the teachers anyway, like you were saying. You know, the teachers have to have something to go with the curriculum and the state standards and all that. And I'm sure there's enough material in there to do that. But I'm a little disappointed in a couple of those books. The other quick thing I want to make a comment. Hopefully you'll let the parents talk with the committee that selected those books in the first place a little bit more, and give the parents a little bit more time and input in there, because those are big books, a lot of times in there. And one of the things I wanted to mention, that it's okay to tell kids no. In fact, it's an important thing. That's how little kids learn boundaries and how to be safe. And sometimes it's okay for schools to say no to kids when they want to do something. You know, when I was a teenager, there was a big thing. It was kind of a fad, but it was a real disorder going around at the time. It's called anorexia, where girls thought they were fat, and so they didn't eat. And a lot of them got really sick because they weren't eating, and they weren't eating healthy, or they would eat and then they would purge, that kind of thing. No one affirmed them and told them that they were fat and that they shouldn't eat. They were told, no, you're not fat and you need to eat. So when there's other dysphorias going around, think about saying no, because for their health, that's what's really important, mentally, physically, psychologically. So just wanted to get that out there. It's okay to say no.
Thank you. Agenda item number 5, consideration of routine business. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. Agenda item 5A, approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on June 12th, 2023, and approving the claims and signing the docket for July 26, 2023. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
We have a motion to approve the items as accepted by Mr. Franz. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 6, consideration of items for board action. Dr. Redmond.
Agenda item A, consider accepting a donation to Tecumseh High School. In your board packet, you will find a donation request from Tecumseh High School Principal Dr. Shane Browder in the amount of $1,500 from the Tecumseh Athletic Booster Club. This donation will be used for the benefit of Tecumseh High School volleyball. I recommend the board approve this request as presented.
We have
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Mr. Mosby, a second by Mrs. Glover. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Agenda item B, consider accepting a donation to Boonville Middle School. In your board packet, you will find a donation request from Boonville Middle School Principal, Mrs. Julie Kemp. Boonville Pioneer Football and Cheer is donating 2 scoreboards and concrete valued at $13,853.65. S&S Machine Shop is donating the steel and installation valued at $7,500. I recommend the board approve this request as presented.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker,
Second.
second by Mr. Eigner. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And as always, we have such a great, generous community and our partners and our booster clubs, and we are very appreciative of those partnerships. So thank you to all of those who donated tonight. Agenda item C, first reading of policy 5701, therapy dogs. In your board packet, you will find a copy of policy 5701, therapy dogs, submitted by Dr. Walter Lambert. This policy shall apply to therapy dogs on school corporation property. The superintendent or designee shall have the discretion to establish administrative regulations consistent with this policy. Tonight is just the first reading of the policy for the School Board of Trustees to review. The second reading will occur on July 10th, and at that time, we'll take action at that second meeting. So get comfortable. This is lengthy, as in like 3 pages, because as I understand, I have to read the policy in full. I don't?
No, you don't. You do not. No. No, first read does not necessarily mean you have to read the entire one.
Okay.
We used to make it available to anybody who wants a copy of it.
Perfect. That will save us some time.
It will.
So let me read just the first, kind of the essence of the policy, and then we'll make sure we have it available to anybody who has additional questions. The board, of course, has the full policy in your packet. And then, as I said, we'll do a summary again, second time, and then we'll vote next board meeting. So the therapy dog policy 5701, the policy shall apply to therapy dogs on school corporation policy. The school board supports the use of therapy dogs by school corporation employees or other personnel for the benefit of its students, subject to the conditions of the policy. And just a quick definition of therapy dog, because I do think it's important to understand the difference between a therapy dog and a service animal. We have a separate policy for our service animals. A therapy dog is a dog that has been individually trained and certified to work with its handler to provide emotional support, well-being, comfort, and/or companionship to school corporation students and employees. And a handler is the person who trained with a therapy dog and is solely responsible for the supervision and care of the dog. The remainder of the proposed policy talks about the requirements for training, registration, the documents that the handler would have to submit to the school. It also talks through the process for approval, a 3-week notification ahead of time or a request ahead of time, and outlines all of that information. So we've seen therapy dogs used in a lot of situations where students we maybe have had a loss or something, and we bring them in for students during that time. We've also seen them used with our social workers, guidance counselors, and even sometimes on certain days of the week, a therapy dog can come in and just be a comfort to students in the classroom. So I see the girls smiling. I see the girls smiling. So it's been a benefit to our students, and we wanted to make an official policy because we have had some requests and we didn't have a policy in place for therapy dogs. So thank you for allowing the summary rather than the full policy. So again, no action needed tonight for that item. We'll vote on that at the next board meeting.
Item 6D, consider approving the 2023-24 middle school, high school student handbook. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. In your board packet, you will find a copy of the middle school, high school handbook for your approval. The 2023-24 handbook has been reviewed and approved by the Policy and Curriculum Committee. I recommend the board approve the student handbook as presented.
We have a motion by Mrs. Metzger, second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? I'm glad you clarified that because there's, I'm sorry, I was backing up for the therapy dog service dog. Sometimes that's interchangeable. I didn't have any comment on the middle school, high school handbooks. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 6E, consider accepting bid for school-age child care program. Dr. Redmond.
In your board packet, you will find a request from Director of Student Services, Dr. Walter Lambert, awarding the bid for school-age child care program to the YMCA of Southwestern Indiana. This contract is for the next 5 school years. I recommend the board approve this request as submitted.
I move to approve. We have a motion by Mrs. Glover and a second by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 7, consideration of personnel recommendations. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item A, consideration of employment, certified staff positions. Sydney R. Byers, special education teacher at Castle South Middle School. Kaylee M. Tabor, Title I teacher at Boonville Middle School. Catherine Allstott, science teacher at Boonville Middle School. Joshua L. Benson, industrial arts teacher at Castle High School. Tyler P. Mazarek, second grade teacher at Elberfeld Elementary School. Alec J. Brown, Title I teacher at Linville Elementary School. And the following support staff positions. Mimi T. Montoya, non-certified payroll facilitator. Ashton Wolcott, school social worker at Newburgh Elementary School. Eric Blount, head custodian at Tecumseh High School. Colleen L. Schuler, Job Share Program Assistant at Castle South Middle School. Becky Porter, Job Share Program Assistant at Castle South Middle School. Ashley D. Griffin, Program Assistant at Logue Elementary School. Jessica R. Lynn, Part-Time Health Aide at Logue Elementary School. Samantha R. Byers, Library Aide at Tecumseh Middle High School. Julia A. Waters, Program Assistant at Newburgh Elementary School. Michaela A. Seaton, Program Assistant at Newburgh Elementary School. Renee K. Land, Program Assistant at Newburgh Elementary School. Amy Hadley, Health Aide at John H. Castle Elementary School. And Vicki L. Montgomery, Program Assistant at Chandler Elementary School.
The motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Mosby, second by Mrs. Glover. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And if you're wondering about all the middle initials, we had some big confusion after the last school board meeting because we hired somebody in a position that we already had the same name, and it's not a very common name, so we're going to start doing that from now on to avoid what we had last month.
Okay.
Agenda item B, leave requests. Courtney Stark, third grade teacher at Newburgh Elementary School. Brenda Dunn, program assistant at Sheridan Elementary School. And Shannon Stodsgill, custodian at Castle High School.
Motion by Mrs. Metzger, second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Agenda item C, cafeteria transfers. Tracy Harris, 5.0 hours at Castle North to 6.5 hours at Castle North. Valerie Schmitz, 4.75 hours at Castle North to 5.0 hours at Castle North. Allison Ingalls, 3.75 hours at Castle High to 4.5 hours at Castle High. Kelly Mitchell, 4.5 hours at Newburgh Elementary to 5.0 hours at Newburgh Elementary. Agenda item D, custodian transfers. Carla Coley, custodian at Sharon Elementary School to Elberfeld Elementary School. And agenda item E, resignations. Leah Eubank, 6.5 hours cafeteria employee at Castle North Middle, resignation effective June 16th, 2023. Andrew Durgee, program assistant at Yankeetown Elementary, resignation effective June 16th, 2023. Lisa Ling, temporary ESL teacher at Sharon Elementary, resignation effective June 14th, 2023. Cody Eves, business computer science information technology at Tecumseh High, resignation effective June 14th, 2023. Austin Castleman, science teacher at Boonville Middle, resignation effective June 30, 2023. Deanna Follett, program assistant at Chandler Elementary, resignation effective June 12th, 2023. Ted Thompson, varsity baseball coach at Tecumseh High, resignation effective June 21st, 2023. Corbett Hill, science teacher at Castle High, resignation effective June 22nd, 2023. And Wesley Keebler, supervisor to Bus Garage, resignation effective July 7th, 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham. Moving on to agenda item 8, reports. Dr. Redmond.
We do not have a report for the meeting tonight since we just had our work session prior to this meeting, but I did have a couple of announcements. One's just more a statement and the second is an announcement. I wanted to really just again thank all of our coaches and families and student athletes and recognize them for the high level of achievement that it takes to make it to the state finals tournament. Anybody who's been in any kind of extracurricular activity, whether it be athletics, band, choir, whatever that may be, you understand what it takes, the grit and perseverance and the time to manage all of that, plus manage your schoolwork like our student athletes do every day. So that's just a level of excellence that is above and beyond. So again, thank you, coaches. We know that you're putting in hours and hours of time as well. Again, to our teachers, and I think Tammy left and Dave Tooley, our retired custodian, but Mr. Little's still here. Thank you so much for your service. When I looked at that group tonight, I've had the opportunity to work with so many of them, and they've just brought nothing but professionalism and love and care for our students for many, many years. So thank you again for your service. The second thing that I wanted to announce is our Warwick County Summer Musical, Mamma Mia, is coming very quickly. That will happen on July 6th through July 9th. Anybody who's interested in tickets for that simply needs to go to the website warwickshows.org. Again, that's warwickshows.org. I think that'll be a fun one. So Mamma Mia, mark your calendars and get your tickets.
Thank you. Other board business, I would like to report that tonight after the meeting, we will have a personnel committee meeting. And then July 10th will be our next personnel committee meeting here at 6:30 in this building. We also, tomorrow, we will have a WPCC and construction meeting at 7:30, probably a very short one because we went over a lot of that in our work session tonight. And then we also have a work session scheduled for July 24th at 5:30.
Question, the Personnel Committee meeting on July 10th, that will be after our 7 o'clock meeting because of the work session, or do we have a work session?
We do not have a work
Okay,
session on the
it'll be
10th.
at
We don't have one, so
6.
6:30.
6:30, thank you, I'm sorry.
We're
Now,
gonna
our
make
work
every,
session is July 24th.
Wrong, yeah.
That's all right.
we're gonna make every effort not to schedule on top of the already scheduled.
Yeah.
unless
And then we have
it's
a
some sort
Special
of
Education
situation that we
and
can't.
Transportation Committee meeting July 11th at 8:30 at the Administration Building.
Any other meetings? It does get confusing.
Yeah.
We'll get settled into a pattern though. At this point, we're going to work on that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else for the announcements? I guess we are
You
adjourned.
missed it the other morning. You had a good
Thank you for attending.